Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, is pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ate this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wok, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with me. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate, make it to the featherweight. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a roller. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush, The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with me. At the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? From one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all fill 'em. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
Buckroll.
This shit gon' ride. Living in the my bow tie. My bow tie. You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. Cause one head for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this war in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op heard. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this war in my whole life. My whole life.
Shalom, Israel. Where the ISUPK started off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. Started off 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Officer Qadash, part of 1,000, teaching the Lashawan Qadash class here, South Carolina, where we're teaching that our people, the greatest people that ever walked the face of this earth. Let's clap it up for class, man. How about Shemi, how Shai, Barak, Thumb, all of my brothers. For my sisters, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan, by Shem, Yahweh Shai, to my sisters. And we're teaching Lashawan Qadash, the first original language. We have it up here on our board here. We have the ancient Hebrew and the Assyrian Hebrew. And the Assyrian Hebrew and the ancient Hebrew belong to the children of Israel, the 12 tribes. Understand that it has 22 characters in the ancient Hebrew, the original Hebrew. And of course, during captivity, we added, they added 5 more characters on with that, and those would be the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, the ta, za. I like to use the ancient Hebrew a lot because it is cleaner, because we have some things to help us, like let's see, we read Hebrew from right to left. Just understand it. It's always starting from the right side to the left. 22 characters in the ancient, 22 in the Assyrian. Abba Gada, Hawazaka, Taya Kalam Manasa, Ipataza, Parashata. That's how it reads. In Hebrew, you'll find out that our forefathers used this Hebrew, the top line up here a long time ago. We got in captivity in the Assyrian Empire when they carted us away. I think it was Daniel, a few other captivities in Assyria. And you can see that these characters here, as they read differently, but they sound exactly the same. And like I reiterate, you still have a ka, ma, na, pa, ta, za as the ending characters. So when you see these characters at the end of the word, understand in the Assyrian Hebrew that it's going to take effect, and it won't change the sound. It'll just look different. You have to recognize what the ka looks like, or you won't be able to make the ma sound or the na sound or the pa, the ta, za sound. But of course, in the ancient Hebrew, we have what we call connectors, Hebrew connectors, and those connectors join characters together to make a dependent sound if needed, or independent sound if needed. Sometimes I have to reiterate it. Sometimes those connectors, you have that's a independent connector. Of course, you want to join 2 sounds together. That's a dependent connector right here. Something like ah, and you may have a ba, or it just may be, well, this ah, ba. Okay, all right, let's go with that. If you want to join, I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, ah or ba, and if you want to say that sound together, you'll have ah, ba, joined together like that. They depend on each other to make a sound. So ah, ba, and you'll learn the rules behind there, where to put that ha on the H sound, or the I has a certain rule for it too. Ah, ba, and then you have ah, ba, by sound. This is independent connections, independent sound. Ah, ba, or you might say ah, ba, or you may say the word, like the word for yes is kan. So you may have it like this. Of course, we're talking about connectors, to reiterate, when it comes to the ancient Hebrew. Kan would be a ka, right? That's a ka, like that. Let's lock you for a second. good? Oh, Salaki for that. I had to take care of some business there. But Ka for Khan, like that. And then, of course, you need a Na, like that. And that's the word Khan, which means yes. All right. Because if you was doing this in ancient Hebrew, where's my? If you're doing this in ancient Hebrew, like that, you have, it will look like this. The word Khan would be like this. Ka. And now you're going to need a special character, Na, just like this. So it'll look, I kind of like that. That spells the word Khan. No connectors. Now that's the Assyrian Khan, okay? Or to say yes. That's what it looked like. Normally, this N would look like this, like that. Okay? But since you're making the Syrian sounds, you don't have any connectors. You got to understand what they are. So it makes it a hard reading. It makes it a little harder. That makes sense? Because you can't see any connectors here. So you got to kind of be very abreast and used to doing the Assyrian language. All right? So who we have in class here? I'm Salaki for that, about that.
We have
right.
Officer Shar.
Right.
Checking in. And we
Officer
have
Shar, all right.
We have Michael Love checking in from California.
Michael Love, right? Go ahead.
We have Raipwa checking in from North Myrtle Beach.
Raipwa, okay.
We have Slovakia. We have we have Rawaf.
Rawaf, okay.
And from South Carolina, and we have Parabah.
And Parabah. He's gonna clap it up for everybody. Yeah, how about Shem? Yeah, I was shy, Baraka. Thumb to my brothers, man. Michael Love ain't seen you in a while. Glad to see you, Officer Shar. And Parabah, I think the Shar's rib. She used to be one of my honor students up in here. But I ain't seen her in a while. Right, all the way from Myrtle Beach, another one of my honor students. And we got more people checking in the class here. And Michael Love, that brother, is always on that, man. And we appreciate it. Like and share the class and understand that we're just trying to go over a few things that's going to help the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians understand that that's what we're here for. We're not here for any other person. If you're not Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, there's no sense of you applying, because we always have people, unless you later on we'll get into classes where we open up the room for debate. But, this really, Lashawan Qadash really ain't no debate. It's just the class. But, Slocking for a second. Okay. Slocking, we good? All right. So let's get cracking. Let's get started here, man. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know what I do. I try to open up the class and get y'all started with some transliteration. King James already translated the Bible. Okay, it's already done from Hebrew, man, and understood what's going on and made the Bible happen. The Greek had these scholars come in and get what we knew. I don't need to add to that because I'm not going to do that. That's against the rules of the Bible. That's against the law to take away from the Bible. So I try to add on the board without taking away.
So Parabah said, "I learned from the best. The water I don't
want." Clap it up for it. Y'all Shemal thought about Shem. Y'all shot, sis. Appreciate that. She said she learned from the best. I appreciate that. I try, Parabah. Anyway, I want you guys to take. We're gonna use the color red here, so we're gonna go with the future tense. I want y'all to tell me this is number 1 right here. That's number 2. Work on number 1. Transliterate this. Try your skills. Now it's using the ancient Hebrew, so just work on 1. Don't get ahead of me. Work on 1. Transliterate that, and we'll find out what this means. Okay. And meanwhile, we'll go to some text. Y'all know how it works. Transliterate, that means go and compare. Compare the understanding of the chart as it relates to what I have written on the board and say, well, what word is that? In order to get the word in English, then you can transliterate it and find out what it means. And we can go from there, all right? What text I got? Because, you know, this is, I'm going to say this. I'm going to read Lamentations 4:17 real quick for you. When you guys get time, pull that up as you guys are transliterating number 1 here. That's the first one. Then we'll work on 2 and so on and so on. We're doing the future tense here. So let's understand what we got. Lamentation 4:17 right here, right? Y'all with me? As for us, our eyes as yet failed. Our eyes have failed for our vain help. Vain, man. For our vain help. When we have no help, man, our eyes have failed. That means we see nothing. You can't see. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Now, what do y'all think this is talking about? It's talking about the United States, man. This Babylon right here, this nation, we've watched for this nation that couldn't save us, and some of our people are still learning. And these pastors out here, I would like to say, they feed in their own pocket. Our black pastors, man, are feeding their own pocket by watching all of these other churches out here, the Catholic Church, and then they came on to a whole generation of churches and understanding and a pharisaical understanding against our people. And they're supposed to be watching, they're supposed to be our gates and watching for us, and they're not watching for us. And that's what we're going to talk about here a little bit in some of these understandings here in Lashawan, Qadash. But in other words, we watching for a nation that cannot save us. The only person that can save us is Yahweh Shai. The Most High has put him in place to save, to give salvation to Israel. That makes sense? To give salvation to Israel. But we have to, we're supposed to be watching and telling, warning our people. And our pastors are sitting up here passing the next pork chop trough feeding plate. See, they've passed the next ham sandwich. See, they sitting up here driving a Maserati and BMW while we are on the spectrum of our gates are wide open. No one's watching for us, man. That's what I'm saying. That makes sense. Nobody's helping us. You follow me? We got anybody an answer yet on that? Yeah. Y'all still work on that. Work on that. We watching. I mean, we got these pastors out here that ain't helping us, and so they're not watching. They're not helping our cause. Israel, we're destroyed. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou have rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. That thou should be no more priest to me. That's what them pastors, they like. You ain't giving knowledge, so the Lord reject you. The Lord reject, and seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of God, I will also forget thy children. The Lord is forgetting some of our people, man. As a whole, we're coming out of that now. But you're gonna have to start watching, keeping the commandments, and doing more understanding of seeing, because you can see how a brother get what do they do? You go to court, man, and they get 35 years just for walking in there. He ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody watched out for him. That makes sense? All right. Nobody watched out for him. Nobody helped protect. They're supposed to be in there protecting the brother. You see? So anyway, let's transliterate this understanding right here in Hebrew and the ancient Hebrew. Anybody yet?
You have one answer from Michael Love.
Michael Love, what you got, Michael Love? All right.
He has A-N.
A-N.
Y-A.
Y-A.
Second word.
Let me get this right here. I don't know what's going on right here. Okay, go ahead.
Second word. A-H. S-H. A-M-A-R.
That's what that is? Okay. All right. Everybody else? Let's make sure. Anybody else? But that's what I'm saying. We got something up here. Hold a minute here. All right. People still looking it up? Slocky. Boy, tell you. Michael Love got an answer. Anybody else got a comparison right there? Oh, okay. Okay. Anybody? Okay. Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna see. Let's make sure that's right. Okay. That's what it is. So right here, what does this word say? This is right. A-N-Y-A. That's on. That's on right there. And then Yah. Right? That's I. Okay. I will, I am. Make sure. Right. This is I will watch. This is future. So it's I will watch. I will, and then Shamar means what? Watch, right? So we have an Ya'ah Shamar. That's how you say in Hebrew, I will watch. And what does that mean? That we got to be in the future tense to be watching. What are we watching for? Watching for a nation that can't save you. Since you don't know that means you got to save yourself. That means when I say that, you mean you gotta help your brother out. You gotta employ brotherhood to help your brother out. You gotta help you out first. Save yourself. Say, man, I ain't gonna do that no more. I'm not gonna smoke that blunt no more, man. I ain't gonna do that. That's what you do. I'm not gonna smoke that za. You know, and of course the heavy turns, man, I ain't gonna put that. Nobody does. I don't think the people do too much smack anymore and all that, right? Hair on and all that. But most people sit up here smoking that marijuana. Mary Jane, what they say. Most people doing that, and most people out here, well, women out here prostituting their body. I will watch. I do. You watch out for yourself, and you watch out for your sister, and these brothers out here. Lord help the ones that's in this what's that the LGBTQ tips community. Them get them out of there. You gotta watch for that. You gotta make sure that you're not part of that. So understanding. But it says on Yah. Anybody else get it over there? On Yah. Ah Shah Mar. On Yah Shamar. Right. Yeah, and the key and the optimum word is shamar here, to watch. That's why I use that. I will watch, but it's a future tense right here, and we have some more tenses over here. Since we're using tense right here, I will watch. Right, I will watch. That means that you got to put when you put these together, anya is I am, I will, in this case, or I will. You can spread this word out here a little bit. You can put it over here. I will watch. So that's something that you will do, right? All right, let's move on to the next one, number 2 up here. We'll go to number 2. All right, check it out. Let's clap it up for Michael Love right there. Exactly right. That's what I see. He's done exactly right. Who was that? Parabab, Hawaba, Rabqua, Shar, Michael Love. Who else? And Rawaf. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all just get your pencil paper like you've been doing in past classes. Get your pencil paper. And we're doing the ancient Hebrew. And you know what I like to do. I like to do transliteration to get you involved. Because if you're involved, then I know that you're writing the word down, whether it's right or wrong or wrong or right. It doesn't matter. We're going to get it straightened up and corrected before class over it anyway. And your notes are my notes. So the point I'm making is, if I write it on the board, you transliterate it, and you put in your notes, and you got it. Now you know how to say that. Man, Anya Ashamar. Or Shamar. Ashamar. I will watch. That's what that's saying, right? Mm-hmm. So make sure in the meantime, you guys get you some Yayan or Mayan. Y'all know what that is, right? I got it hidden. You can't see what color it is today. Right?
Yeah.
All right, y'all work on number 2 right here, okay? Work on number 2 because that helps you with your understanding. I didn't want to do ancient Hebrew because I want you guys to get it exact right. Because if you do ancient Hebrew, it's easy to miss one of these letters up here, and then we'll miss the transliteration of what we're using in future tense. Because this Assyrian Hebrew, man, can be a little tricky because they don't have the connectors. And but it's cool, you know. We work with it, right?
Okay.
Okay. And sometimes we use possessive adjectives. Yeah. Sometimes we use possessive adjectives and prepositions in a lot of these tenses, so it can complete the word. But in this case, you were saying I, Anya, just a full word, you know. Or in this case, Slakia. Anya would be a possessive adjective. I mean, I'm sorry, would be a preposition. It's I will. Okay. So we're still working on this future tense here so far. Okay. Let's see if we can dig up. Let's see. What's it? Exodus 14:24. Why are we doing it? Since we're doing it, might as well read another text here while y'all transliterating the next word here. Take your time. If you're driving, make sure you're not doing this exercise, because you cannot do this while you drive. Let's put it that way, unless you under in a parking lot somewhere under a tree somewhere sitting down, right? What did I say? Exodus 14:12. So make sure you don't want to have no accidents out there. What's the Exodus 14:24? Let's see. Let's go there. Let's see what it's got to say today. Let's see did I do something with the right text here? Okay, yeah. And it came to pass that in the morning watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. This is when the Lord, when Moses was leaving out of Egypt, man, and Pharaoh was pursuing, and they were. Let's see. Do I want to use that? Let's see. This is right before the sea has been divided. I mean, when they're crossing going across the division of the Red Sea, if I'm not mistaken. Right. It came to pass that in the morning watch. This, our people, the Lord looked upon the hosts of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire. They had like a pillar of fire at that, and then they had a cloud, and the cloud was during the daytime. I'm pretty sure they like to keep them nice and cool in that pillar of fire at night, that they couldn't get past them if they wanted to. But it says this, and it came to pass that in the morning. So they had in the morning watch. See, Israel had a watch, man, going on. They were even while they were in that desert, man. They had a morning watch. But it says the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and to the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. In other words, the Lord will fight for them. He was fighting for them back then. But that was back when they had a morning watch. They was watching, man. But see, we always got to have a watch. So that's what we talked about so far. We're saying, I will watch. But Moses had the children of Israel, the Lord was there to be a guard for them, to make sure that the angels were there to do what they had to do, But if there ain't nobody watching and doing what they're supposed to do, it says in the morning watch, See if I can find something. Go ahead. You got something else?
Michael Love has an answer.
Okay. Anybody else? Michael Love got one?
Kind of.
Okay. Michael Love, right?
Kind of.
All right. What you got?
He has ATHA.
ATHAH. Oh.
Second word is THA. SHA.
What is it?
THA. SHA. MAR.
That look like that word again, shamar. And what does shamar mean? We know what that means, don't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check his transliteration and see if he's got this right. Ah, AH. So, damn, I got that spell wrong. The full sound of the right here, right there. That's that full sound. And then you have tha, the ta, the tha over here, right? And the ha, right? The tha, the full sound. Why don't you put that A after that? Because that would be wrong, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be right. So that's a case where you want to drop. You want to drop right after that, right after this. When we say then we say tha. We got tha, and then we come to a ha right here. Now, what's this right here? This is a what? What do we call this again when we're doing right for class there?
Connectors?
What kind of connector?
That's a dependent connector.
That's a dependent connector. Clap it up for that sister right there, man. Who's that? Howaba? Yeah. Clap it up. So in other words, we got that right there, much of it, a tha. That full sound, tha connected with the ha. But we don't need the after that because it occurs at the end of that. Now, we're not talking about ending characters, but because it occurs at the end of this particular sound, the tha, you don't need a ha after. You don't need that H sound. I mean, the A sound. You just need the ha. That's all this is looking for in this connector, saying Tha, 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 tha. So tha is a sound. So tha means what? It means this. You. Okay. Like when we say a Hawashamar, Isle of Tha, you. Or a Than, that means you. Ewan. Nah, I'm just joking. Y'all. But in this case, it's you, singular. So you. A Tha is simply means you, right?
Mhm.
So far, so good. All right. Make sure you guys see what am I doing here. Okay. Who we at? Oh, number 2. Okay. um okay, it's so what we have, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So we got the same thing here going on here. This is when you put a tha, you want to say you will watch. Um in this case it's masculine. Okay? Yeah. A tha shamar, okay? You, masculine. You will watch. It makes sense?
Mhm.
You will watch. And called shamar is watch, right? Let's break this down a little bit, make sure we understand what's going on here. Okay. So we have a tha shamar. So that's masculine. Okay. Now, if you want to say that in the feminine form, you would say a tha shamar ya. Shamar ya. Okay. And ya is like it's like a saying, I will do something. But this is not female, it's masculine. A tha shamar. If you want to say a tha shamar ya, like if this was a ya over here, well, let's put it over here. I'm gonna erase it off because it's masculine. If that was a ya, then that would make that masculine. It would be a tha, still a tha. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
That would be female. It'd be a tha shamar ya, shamar ya. Okay, and of course, the possessive adjective there. Uh, yeah, ya. You add masculine, my, add to the end, yeah, it would say my or my watch or me. But in this case, because we're going a tha shamar, that's masculine. But now if I wanted to make it female, and that's the way they did it. The way that means me. Ya means me or mine or mine. But this is not masculine, so we take that off. I have room to write everything on the board. So, but just remember, if you want to make that female, what do? You put the ya on the end. Make sure y'all write that in your notes. I'll write it again. To put the ya on the end. Okay? That will be female. Okay? That makes sense? So far we have Anya Shamar, I will watch. Now, what does that mean? That's masculine or feminine. This is, I forgot to do that. That's masculine and feminine. Okay? Understand that. That's masculine and feminine right there. Both of these. Anya Ashamar. I will watch, no matter if it's a man or woman saying it. I will watch, right? But if you want to say you will watch, you tell somebody you will watch, you talking to a man, it's Atha Thashamar. You talking to a woman, Atha Thashamar Yah. A woman is saying that. That makes sense? So can I leave this up here without they getting confused? All right. That makes sense. Matter of fact, let me put it in brackets here so people can understand that, right? There. Okay. That's female. If it's Shamar Yah. We good on that? All right. Let's clap it up. Hope for Michael Love, Raquel, and Parabah. Who else? Rawaf and Shar and Hawaba. Y'all supposed to be on there. Michael Love doing all the work here. I'm just joking. All right. Let's move to the present tense. Let's do number 3 here. All right, kick it on number 3. Take your time. I mean, I know y'all drinking that wine, that Yahanna, the Shakar. Is that what it is? Yeah. Strong drink, Shakar, or the Yahanna. And some people just drinking Mayam. I got it, but we're gonna work on number 3, the present tense right here. Work on that one because like I said again, we'll say this while we're talking. Y'all work on this transliteration here. Remember, word. Take your time with your transliteration, okay? Your breakdown and your connectors, Hebrew connectors. But understand that these pastors, they're not watching out for us, man. So as a whole, here in the ISUPK and the Command Journal Yahanna, we have what we call brotherhood is a weapon, right?
Yeah, sir.
That's, we watch out for each other. Am I right or wrong in here? Somebody raise their hand and say, yeah. Somebody, we doing a watch. We're watching ourselves for each other. I think it was it General Muhammad said that? Can't remember. Oh, Commander Johnny Yahanna. You first got to watch out and understand who you are before you can go and try to help somebody else. Before you can watch out for somebody else. That makes sense? But this watch, nevertheless, I like that word right there, nevertheless, still put it on you. And these tenses that we're talking about here, these are like the future tense. These tenses mean like how you speak a language in the different tenses, the past, and direct somebody in the past, like you're saying, or the future, or the present. So far, we have the future tense, I will watch. Right? The past tense, what did I say? Yeah. That both of these are future tense. Both of these right here. What we done for, like you will watch, that will. There you go. Right. And I will watch. Now let's break it down to the present tense of watching here, or whatever we're doing here. My big mouth. Anyway, let's break it down. Work on that exercise. That's how you become pro at it, right? So where we at? Y'all break that down. What I say, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Meanwhile, let's go to another text up here. I like to read these texts here. These texts as we go. All right. Let's go to, let's see if this works. Yeah, here's another time. Here's another time when Israel was watching, man. That's why we ain't, I would say, bad examples of our forefathers really here, man. Give me Judges 7 and 19. You see, let me show you We see what Moses was doing, what the Lord did for them. Of course, you know, they were watching. That at some point they had to go back to start watching again, is what I'm getting at. And that's what we need to do over here. Instead of watching, you watch on the street. When you was on the street, you watch when you sitting up here, when you watched, when you were watching over there on the corner, saying that when the man was coming, you was selling that rock. I'm just joking. When you selling that crack, or you were selling that dope, then you watched then, didn't you? Well, that same watch is applying to brotherhood when we're doing the commandments, man. Their watch is still as intense, it's strong, right? Okay, so we got Gideon and the 100 men. That's Ma'ah in the Hebrew, M-A-H. So Gideon and the 100 men that were with him came unto the outside of the camp in the beginning of the middle watch. What was that? The middle watch. Now, what does that mean? They had a morning watch, night watch, noon, middle watch. Come on now. You see how together they was, Gideon, right? Because they were sitting up here going through some stuff, man. And they had but newly set the watch. In other words, this is this new watch here, right? And blew the trumpets like they saw and break the pitchers that were in their hands. And the three companies blew the trumpets and break the pitchers and held the lamps in their hands and the trumpets in their right hands to blow withal and withal. And they cried, the sword of the Lord and Gideon. And they stood every man in his place round about the camp, and all the host ran and cried and fled. And the 300 blew the trumpets, and the Lord set every man's sword against his fellow, even throughout the host, and the host of the Beth Shittah and Zeraroth, and the border of the Abmaholah unto Tabah. And the men of Israel gathered themselves together out of Naphtali and out of Asher and out of Manasseh, and pursued after the Midianites, man. Look at that. All because they were watching. Break the picture. Bam. These guys confused themselves, man. You see that? I mean, we can get into that story, but that's what that is. And Gideon sent messengers throughout all Ephraim, saying, come down against the Midianites and take before them the waters, and Beth Barah and the Jordan. Then all the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together and took the waters of Beth Barah and Jordan. I mean, I can go on and on. But what it is Gideon, they had a watch. They set that watch. And when the time was right, they break the pitchers. What did they do? They beat them. They confused themselves. The enemy confused themselves. If that's what I'm reading here, that's what I remember reading on this, right? It says that, and the three companies blew the trumpets and break the pitchers. They like the shofar, and then blew the trumpets, man, the pitchers, and held the lamps in the left hand, and trumpets in the right hand, blow with all, and cried with and the sword of the Lord and Gideon, man. That's all because they were doing what? Watch. That makes sense? We got any answers over there?
Kind of. Michael Love has an answer.
Michael Love, you still on the case there? All right. What we got?
He's got.
Where we at? This right here, present tense. All right, go ahead. Talk to me.
A-N.
A-N.
Y-A.
Can you read? Yeah. A-N-Y-A.
That's the first word.
Yeah.
Second word. Oh, Parabah has an answer too.
Parabah.
Okay.
Give me Parabah also. Give me hers first.
Okay.
If Michael Love don't mind. I want to see if Parabah, I know she on the scene. Go ahead.
Okay. She has A-N-Y-A.
Right.
S-H-A.
Right. Right.
W-A-M-A-R.
So on Yashawamar right now, just check Michael Love, make sure he matches.
Connie does.
Give it to me again.
A-N.
Right.
Y-A.
Right.
S-H-A. W-A-M-A-R.
Okay. A-N. Ah. A-N-A. And that is a very good one. I forgot to tell you guys. And then Anya, instead of A-H, Ahanya is Anya. Is a very good exception. But that's the way the rules are written on that. I can't change them. That's what they are. Anya, that's one of the rules where you don't see that ha, that H in there, right? And a ha in there. So it's Anya, right? On. See how that dual connector right there is joined together, but only when that, because if this had been a single connector like this, then that would have been AH. In this case, it's what? Slot. Let's just go over here and do this right here. In this case, is and na put together, right? Let's put it so you can see it better. And that's what the Parabah and Michael Love put together, right? And I'm sure other people have. But anyway, on. There it is, on. Right? And then where's this? Yah. That's what that is. That's Yah. Right? And what else they got? Shah. Shah. There's a Shah by itself. Shah. Because that's what the connectors tell you to do. That is an independent connector. Shah. Right? And then we have, what's that connector up there? Wah. Wah. That W-A. Wah. Right? Now what about this connector? Mar, right? So we have Anya Shawamar. That sounds like one of our generals. So what does his name imply? What it is? What is it saying? What's his transliteration? I am watching. I am. In this case, I am watching. Just like Gideon them did, right? Just like Moses did. Anya Shawamar said, I'm watching. Right? Okay, let's see. Can they read this down here? I am watching. Can they see this? Am. It's a little low. We'll bring it up.
Okay.
I am watching. Right? In other words, that's the exact opposite of what them good for nothing preachers are doing out there. They ain't watching. Let me see. Let me make sure. How about that? Perfect. All right. Slocky about that. An Yashawamar in present tense says, I am watching. And that's what we came from, the future tense. I will watch. Now the morning watch, the noon watch, and Gideon watch had it at the in one of them watches over that morning, I think. I am watching. And that's what you should be doing. You should be watching for yourself, watching for your family, watching for your brotherhood is a weapon. Watching for your brother, man. That watch. I am watching. That makes sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah, because if you ain't watching, guess what the enemy gonna do? We're watching in their vain help, right? For a nation that could not save, is Lamentation 4:17, right? They hunt our steps and we can't even go out in the streets. Let's get that again, one more time. I don't know if we've said it, but let's make sure we find that. Lamentation 4:17. Y'all turn with Lamentation 4:17. Y'all have patience for the people who haven't read this, right? Check this out. It says this. The anger of the Lord have divided them, verse 16. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders, right? As for as for us, our eyes, slack it. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, right? Right? In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. You see? And we watch, in other words, how did we even get to that point watching for a nation that can't not even save? What are you doing following America in the first place? Watching for a nation, this nation can't even save you, man. You're watching for a nation that cannot save you. Your eyes should have been on the Lord, the Most High, in the first place. The vain help. Sitting up here, why? Because you're sitting up here letting people come and take over your household. You ain't letting people come over and take over your brother, your daughter, your son, your wife, instead of you watching your house. And then you can go with wisdom and teach another brother what he should be doing. Get on watch, man. You, especially if you're a brother over that higher than that brother. Even if you're younger, say, Salaki, sir, I think you drank too much. I think we need to go home now, whatever, from the bar. Learned that in Hebrew Academy, because I was, hey, listen. But if you over there, brother, you should be watching for that brother, man. If you, whatever, if you're a brother, that's the point. That's just the way to say it, That's how I see it. We watching for, listen, verse 18, they hunt our steps. Who is they? This nation that cannot save you, right? That's what it says, that we can't even go in the streets. You don't feel safe in the street because you're always doing this, turning, watching. You had a brother that just went in the store in where? South Carolina, and what happened? Chased that brother down, I don't know, 500-600 feet, shot him in the back. For what? Why would you shoot a person for a little small, what? This person ain't aiming a gun at you, saying I'll shoot you. This ain't self-defense. This brother running the other way, but they hunt our steps. That's what this Moabite was doing. Hunting this brother's steps in the streets, man. They hunt our steps that we cannot go to the streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. It's come, it's near. So you better get yourself together, man, and getting together with this watch and understanding. And I'm talking to people all the time. Some of these fake camps out here turning our people in. They ain't watching. They turning people in. Or if they are watching, they watching to see you as like a policeman would watch, and turning you in, stopping and frisking, man, they for that. That's not brotherhood. Our nations are confused. Our nation, the 12 tribes of Israel, have confusion written on it. But here in the ISUPK and Commander General Yahanna, we squash that, man. If I see it, we're going to make sure we counsel that. Right? All right, we're going to work on our last one here, okay? Past tense, but that's right. Let's clap it up for the brother. Who was that? Parabah and Michael Love and a few other people who got it right? Let's work on this last one right here, okay? The last one, number 4. So far, we worked on, we worked on the future tense. I will watch from here. On Shamar, I will watch. That's how you say it in Hebrew. Atha means you, okay? Or Athan means all of y'all. So you can say Athan you wanted to, if you were talking about female, Athan, or a thumb, if you were saying it, a thumb, Thasharamar. But if you're in a masculine, but if you're saying in a woman, it'd be a thun, Thasharamar, I believe, yes. See if I said that right. I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. I said it right. Well, it'd be shah. If it was you pluralist, if you want to say plural, it's a thumb tasharamar wa. But it's female, a thun tashamar na. But we'll get into that later on because we don't have the time to go over all at the board. I'm just giving you a basic understanding. And where you have put watch here, you can use this word, this verb here, right? Shamar, and put, or I have heard, or I'm listening, or I'll see, all right? Or I will walk, halak, right?
Mhm.
Anya, halak, or adabar, I will speak, right? I was that's I think that's the bar speak, right? But you can insert that in here for this. I just put watch in here, right? That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Y'all understand? So you can put the verbs in there. But y'all, let's work on this last one here. I'm gonna hold you too long because I know people just got out of work, and sometimes the you need a strong drink, shakar, right? But understand, we'll do our last text. We'll do our last text already. Yeah, I think we have. Understand. But y'all work on that last one there. We're talking about the since we're on the word watch here, so we'll stay on that till the end. But like I said, you can use the word walk, hear, talk. I am talking. I will. Well, I will talk. I will speak. The bar is what you want to say. Okay.
You have an answer out of one.
Who we got?
Michael Love.
Okay, Michael Love got the last one here. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, okay. Okay, what we got?
Okay. Michael Love has ANYA.
ANYA.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
SHA
SHA
MAR
MAR
THAYA.
All right, check them out. Make sure everybody else got the same thing. Right? This is one we got right here. Make sure everybody got the same thing. It looks right to me. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. Anybody else?
Allah, sir.
Okay. All right, let's see what you got. Na, and an. So there again, we have this word an together like this. Anya. So we repeat that again. So we know that's I, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So shamar. I see shamar here. So we know that's watch, right? But how did they watch? And this ya, let's see. An ya sha mar. Shamar. There it is right there. Shamar. But when you say thaya, you're putting it in a past tense. And then you're also putting ya, meaning like a possessive adjective. I watch, like, but that's just the way it's said. So it's I watched. It's I watched, which that I means. That means possessive, right? I watched, which is uh, it's masculine or feminine again. And of course, past means a bar. So this is masculine and feminine right here. Okay? And a bar itself is equals past. That's what that word means. I bar. That's what past means. So itself. So we're talking I watched. That means that's a past tense. I watched already. All right, that's masculine or feminine. I watched. Anya shamartha ya. Anybody else got that?
Lost.
All right. So we good with that? So wait a minute here. Okay. So let me see, where were we at? Present tense. That's masculine and feminine too. All right. That's masculine and feminine also on this present tense. So let's make sure we put that down. Masculine and feminine. Right there. That was masculine. Because I just used the first. I mean, I didn't go on further to add the rest of them. But anyway, Anya Shawamar, I'm watching. But here in the past tense, a bar means past. So there. The masculine and feminine of saying this, Anya Shamar Thaya. I watched. And don't confuse it with this, Shamar Ya. Don't confuse it with that. That's only feminine because of that's future tense for a woman over here. If you say Atha Shamar Ya. But here you have Sharma Ya. That's a big difference, right?
Okay.
I watched. That's the way Hebrew is written. I didn't make that rule. I'm just repeating this. Sharmataya, or I I spoke, or I debarthaya, or anya debarthaya, if you said spoke. But in this way, it's saying anya shamarthaya. That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. So anybody got any questions on that? Anybody? And if not, we understand. That means everybody understand what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just understand that we're gonna have to do a better watch on things in the future, man. You know, because these pastors ain't doing it. Because these Esau out here hunting our step left and right, shooting our people in the back. I mean, you know, and in court, look at what happened in court here. 35 years because we didn't watch. Somebody didn't get his boy a good lawyer. There's another we didn't watch. Lord need to come back and straighten this mess out. How about Shimmy? How shy?
Okay.
That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. He watching. He put his angels in watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
To help us. They watch, man. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
You know. All right, so let's let me see here. Let me see what we got here. Anybody got anything on that?
No,
Check this out. This is how you know the angels are watching, right? Turn to Proverbs 15:3. All the evil that this Esau, Idumea, aka devil, is doing to us. You think the Most High is not watching you? Well, he got somebody on the case called the angels. Right? Follow along. This will be our last text for the night, right? Check this out. It says this: the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. What does that mean? That he is watching. He beholds it. And he judges. That makes sense? So the eyes of the Lord, or the eyes of Yahweh, who you call the Lord, his really name is Yahweh. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, some places, a few places. Now he's in every place. You ain't gonna get away from him. That's the reason why. That's the reason why when these evil Edomites and all these heathen nations said, "Fall on us, man." They see now. Them angels already knew who they were. They picked them out. They didn't make no mistake. They didn't make that talent fall on one of his people, one of the people who the Most High had salvation for, and they followed the prescriptions of the commandments and did what they're supposed to do. But those evil ones, the Bible says, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. He sees the good. You see? You see, we're having a good Lashawan Qadash class. You see that. He see we're having a good talking, good lecture, and then he sees also when that brother was shot in the back. The Lord beheld that. He saw that. He's going to vindicate that, man. He's going to vindicate that. But let's clap it up for class, right? You guys can clap it up for class too if you need to. That makes sense. Right. We got everybody still with us. All right. And here we go. Security announcements. We at the ISUPK started off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, a rule for the new brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves from the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has any interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and the sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah, 10% of every penny. Of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher, the priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like of Holy Convocation, it's going to be, the next one's going to be, I believe, the memorial blowing of trumpets, right? The memorial blowing of trumpets, the first day of the 7th month, Friday, September the 11th, 2026. Leviticus 23, 24, and 25. Remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board. And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And that's for, make sure you guys pay your tithe and ISUPK, ISUPK.com under Command of Journey Yahanna. Make sure you pay your tithe. It's 10%. And make sure you guys, if you guys are going up to Tennessee, get ready for the cookout this weekend, right? Check your itinerary, check with your captain. Next week coming, I'm sorry. 4th of July, I think this the 4th of July, I believe, right? Yeah, that's going to be the cookout in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, so let's clap up for class, and we're going to stand and salute out our brothers, right? Okay. Modern Shabbat, Maja, Barak, Haba Shemi Harashai, Barak. Thumb to my brothers, Yamatar, Sar, face the sisters, Modern Shabbat, Maja, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Latham Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Yamata, class dismissed.